Wow, your LDK game giveaway took forever. I think it was months ago, if not even a year ago, you talked about giving it away. And you're finally doing it? What took you forever? Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Honestly, I have no clue. Let's just throw it in the my tiny point of view category. But before we get into the topic of today, I'd like to say don't forget to let me spend my money so you don't waste yours by hitting that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that bell if you're interested in keeping informed of new videos being uploaded on the Deem channel. Finally, the LDK game, which has been sitting on my computer desk for so long, I'm finally starting to talk about actually giving this guy away. Now I know this is old news, but it's still a pretty cool little retro gaming handheld, and I can't even remember how long ago it was that I announced to you guys that I would be giving this guy away, and it just never happened. And let's get into the issues as to why that happened after we pull this guy out, look at it, talk a little bit about it again. And if you'd like to see that video where I announced giving this away first, the video where I compared a couple of retro Chinese handhelds, that video will be up at the top of the screen. You can go ahead and click it. Let's get this out the box and just talk a little bit about this, a little bit about my opinion on it, and then we'll get to why it took me forever to actually make this video giving it away. I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm not going to babble, I hope. Either way, here it goes. It's yellow. I think it might have came in 3 different colors. Don't quote me on that. I know there was a translucent one and there possibly was a black one. I could be wrong. This is the yellow one. This is the one that stood out to me the most. Now, I personally am not a big fan of the overall design of it. I know a lot of Chinese handheld designers use this form factor, but to me, even like looking at the back of this device, it reminds me of a My Arcade. And not that I hate the stuff that My Arcade comes out with, but they're a little on the cheap side, and that Pocket Go just looked a whole lot better than this. I don't even know if this is charged. Let's try to power it on. Well, the system was completely dead. I had to go ahead and charge it. It's still not at anywhere close to full battery life, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and leave it on the charger for a little while. Later on, I just wanted to get into this video. Before we go into the system itself, I just want to go over briefly what's around the system, just in case any of you who are watching have never seen the LDK game. You have a thumb pad, which is pretty responsive. It doesn't feel squishy at all. You have an analog stick, which is pretty good for some PlayStation games, but overall you're not going to use it on this system. This, honestly, in my opinion, is mainly probably for your 8 and 16-bit games. You have 4 action buttons here, which are in your Xbox 360 style layout. Select and start. You have a power button, a volume rocker, and an L&R on the top there. And right here you have the replaceable battery, which is not something that you could have done with the Pocket Go, which you had to actually take the system apart to get to the battery. Some systems are like that, where the battery is internal and you have to take it apart. This one you could easily replace. It looks like something that would have came out of an old cell phone. Underneath the battery bay is the micro SD card. That's easily replaced as well. And on this, and something that didn't happen on the Pocket Go as well, you have an extra SD card slot for adding games. This system is running Retro FW, which is something that a lot of these systems do use. And as you can see, there are a ton of emulators here. You got Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Famicom, Super Famicom, Game Gear, Master System. I just moved the menu. Mega Drive, PC Engine, PlayStation, DOS, all the ones that you all would want. Now, PlayStation, it's a hit or miss with some of the games. It does run some of them at a little slower frame rate than it should, but it is playable. I've played Heart. I just spit on the screen. Alright, you guys are getting this pre-spit on. I played Heart of Darkness on this and it ran decent. I was able to play the game and enjoy it. It wasn't running at the frames per second that you would expect for it to run on the PlayStation, but it was still pretty decent. overall, it's a pretty decent system, and I was supposed to give it away a long time ago, and of course, I never got to it. Now let's get into why I never got into it. At first, I was gonna go with Gleam, which is something that everybody else uses, but I started looking into some of it, and you have to purchase a subscription for the business, or there was another subscription, the pro subscription. I didn't realize at the time there was a free one. Now, unfortunately, you can't have anybody, I think, retweet stuff as an entry. You can't have anybody subscribe to your channel as an entry, which is kind of a letdown. At some point, depending on how this contest goes, I'm probably going to upgrade, and I will be doing some more contests in the future. So I decided to go with the one that ETA Prime uses, and that's Gimme It. And I signed into that, and I was about to use it, but I never started the contest, and then I forgot the password. And then I decided to go recover the password, and it sends you an email, and the link in that email sends you right back to the password recovery where you put in your email, and it never actually allows you to reset the password. So I'm kind of at a loss there. I don't see any contact information to contact them directly to try to rectify that. So that's a no-go. So as always, because I am busy with work and stuff, I put the thing to the side and never tried to fix the situation. And I finally decided to revisit it. I've been looking at this thing sitting on the desk, and I'm like, I told everybody I was going to do a giveaway. It's about time I give this guy away. I got back into Gleam. I set up a contest. That link will be in the description down below if you're interested in entering in the contest. It's the free version. There's a couple of things you have to do to gain certain entries, and I think I'm going to let the contest go to the end of the month here. So contest winner will be chosen, I believe, on January 1st. I'd like to get as many people involved in this contest as possible, so please do hit that like button. Do consider sharing the video amongst friends. Try to get a video out there as much as possible, a lot of eyes on it, just so I can get as many people involved in this contest as possible. Don't forget the link, it's down there. You'll find it in the description. Before I end this video, I'd like to go over things that I'm working on currently. I'm working on that Lenovo DIY laptop project. I started recording me taking the actual laptop apart, talking about what I'm going to do to it, and I'm still working on the end part of that, and then I got to put the laptop together, and that video will be finished. That will be uploaded hopefully soon. If you're interested in seeing that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If honestly you want to throw some comments down below, let me know what you'd like to see done to that laptop. Also going to be working on the LG G8X. I always screw that name up. I always forget which order those numbers go in. That's the cell phone I've had for the last 6 months. I want to let you guys know what I think about it. I want to maybe possibly do some emulation on it, and also talk about the dual screen that you get with that phone when you purchase it, and also the great lengths I had to jump through to get that dual screen. So if you're interested in that video, once again, hit the subscribe button, click the bell to keep informed when that video is uploaded. If you liked what was contained in this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you thought this video was a waste of time, it sucked, the contest is complete BS. LDK game is old news. Why are you giving it away? You can always hit that thumbs down. If you found this video to be of some sort of value and you'd like to share this contest with a friend, let's get as many people involved in this contest as possible. Don't forget to share amongst friends and the rest of your social media. And as always, don't forget to let me spend my money so you don't waste yours by hitting that subscribe button.